When it comes to something as important as your dog's safety, you've got options. Research the facts, read reviews, or check expert opinions. In this video, we'll do all three. I've tested both collars, I've reviewed tons of feedback, and now I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know before sharing my final recommendation. And when you think you're ready, head on over to the description for my exclusive discount, which also helps support the channel for more reviews like this one. The SpotOn GPS fence uses a dual-feed GPS antenna designed to stay connected even in areas where other collars are going to drop out. It doesn't rely on a cell signal, which makes it pretty ideal for remote locations. You can actually create custom fences anywhere from half an acre to 100,000 acres. Can you imagine? And there's no subscription required to use the core features, which I think is pretty cool. SpotOn is built in the US, and it's made to handle tough conditions like rain, mud, hiking, swimming, you name it. It costs $999, and the battery lasts up to 24 hours or 48 hours in power saving mode. You can draw fence lines that follow natural features like tree lines or hills, and customer support is US based and available 7 days a week. Halo 4, on the other hand, comes in at $549 with a required subscription starting at around $6 a month. It uses an Omni SIM to automatically connect to the strongest local network, and you can set up a boundary in under a minute right from the app. Compared to earlier models, the collar is 33% smaller and 18% lighter, making it a more comfortable option for a lot of dogs. Battery life typically ranges from 32 to 36 hours, and you're also going to get built-in training modules from Cesar Millan. And the app lets you choose between tone, vibration, or static correction, depending on what works best for your dog. Halo's designed with suburban and urban use in mind, where cell coverage is going to be strong and consistent. There are a few key trade-offs though. Halo requires that subscription in order to function. In forested or mountainous areas, GPS performance can suffer due to the collar's single downward-facing antenna. Some users also report slower customer support response times. So to sum it up, SpotOn is best suited for large rural properties where accuracy and offline performance matter the most. Halo 4, on the other hand, is a better fit for suburban households looking for a lighter collar, built-in training, and a lower upfront cost. Now those are just the facts, but what do real-world users have to say about each of these collars? SpotOn owners say that the GPS holds up surprisingly well, even in tricky spots like under tree cover or out in the woods. A lot of people love that you're not stuck with the basic circles. You can actually draw fences that follow your property's natural layout, like tree lines and trails. And one of the biggest wins, you don't need a subscription just to get the core features working. Build quality is widely praised. Reviewers describe the collar as durable and water resistant. One user told us that the collar is stout. I'm not worried about it breaking off like my last one. Always a bonus. SpotOn's US-based customer service also receives frequent positive mentions, particularly for prompt support. The $999 price tag is a consistent concern. Battery life often requires daily charging, and while the collar can function without a plan, live tracking requires a subscription of about $8 a month. Some users also reported GPS inconsistencies, with one of them writing, quote, "My dog would get shocked 10 yards from the boundary." Owners of smaller dogs noted that the collar's weight made it uncomfortable for their dog. Many Halo 4 reviewers praise the collar's lightweight design and the intuitive app interface though. The instructional videos and the setup guidance are called clear and easy to use. And customers also comment on the quality of the materials, with one of them saying, "The buckles and collars are high quality." The integrated Cesar Millan training features get mixed reviews. Some people find them useful, other people say they're not really necessary. The pros that were mentioned most often include the lower $549 price, comfort for most dog sizes, and user-friendly app. Several reviewers praise the variety of training feedback options like tone and vibration settings. Criticisms of Halo 4 focus on false alerts, inconsistent GPS correction, and a short battery life. In wooded areas, the collar struggles to maintain accuracy. Quote, "The tracking was spotty," reported one reviewer. Support responsiveness is inconsistent, with multiple users reporting delays and difficulties reaching the help team. Some people said that the training features were less effective rather than they had expected. So when comparing reviews, a clear pattern emerges. SpotOn is most frequently recommended by rural users who prioritize accuracy, and they need a system that works without reliable cell service. One user wrote, quote, "We live on 320 acres. He hasn't left the property since we installed SpotOn." Halo 4 is more often recommended for suburban environments where budget and comfort are top priorities. A common theme we heard, users often switch from Halo to SpotOn and not the other way around. And when it comes to my testing, I would agree with some of the larger sentiments of the reviewers. SpotOn is still the industry standard in pure accuracy. And really, these results are only really pushed when you introduce challenging factors like heavy tree cover. I've continued to recommend the Halo 4 collar because if you're not dealing with those issues, the intuitive interface and slightly easier to handle design of the collar just plain works better, for me personally. If you have a large property with wooded areas, you value boundary accuracy above all else, and you can manage the $1,000 investment, SpotOn is overwhelmingly recommended by customers in similar situations. The decision ultimately comes down to your specific environment and your priorities. Don't forget to check out our exclusive discounts below, and if you have used either collar, drop your experience in the comments below. We would love to feature more real stories in future videos. Funny dog adventures are welcome too.